But yeah, I saw the new Mortal Kombat movie and I was quite interested. Like I was like expecting it to be kind of like like the old ones. It is not like the old ones, like at all. It was very bloody. I was like, wow. Like just like the video games, which is kind of cool. All right, guys. So um we are in week 7. If you guys can click on the weekly agenda, we'll open up that. And then this is the second period. So you're going to click on second period. And look, we don't have very many days left. So remember that last week, hold on one sec. That last week, if you have a B or better, you do not need to come to class. All you have to do is just the exit tickets. So make sure you are doing those, getting as much done as possible from now until then. We are on week 7. So you guys are going to click on week 7. And it is a Harry Potter theme for this week. If you guys can click on Monday. We are going to be doing this activity right here. You do have a homework assignment. I actually forgot to tell first period that, so I'll have to send them a message about it. But we'll finish with plenty of time, and you guys could probably finish this before you guys leave. So we are going to be having tutoring. Tutoring is now changing to Monday through Wednesday versus having Tuesday and Fridays off. We're now going to have Thursday and Friday off for tutoring. So, because I have meetings on those at that time. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to have tutoring. Remember, all assignments are due today. And then we have our first quiz on Friday. So please, please, please make sure that you guys are ready for that quiz in order to, get a pretty good grade on that. Hey, good morning, David. Can you put your birthday in chat and then make sure to go to week 7, go to the weekly agenda. Thank you. Thank you. And then we're on week 7. So I have a question for you guys. I asked first period this, and I wanted to get your guys' input. When it comes to this countdown, this counts 36 days total. That also includes weekends and that one holiday that we have. Would you guys like it like this, or would you guys rather have just school days? So give me a thumbs up if you want just school days. Give me a clap if you want me to just leave it like this. So thumbs up if you guys want just school days. Clap if you want me to just leave it. Okay, so the majority of you guys want me to like do just school days. Now, when it comes to just school days, I forgot to ask this for first period, but I'll ask it for your class and next class. When it comes to school days, do you want me to include Wednesdays or not include Wednesdays? So include Wednesday gives me a thumbs up. Clap if you don't want me to include Wednesdays. So thumbs up to include them. Clap if you don't want me to include them. Okay, so basically every Zoom day, you guys want me to do that. All right. All right, sounds good. Then I shall do that. Okay, so my clicker is being weird. All right, so I'll change this. For those of you guys who want like this same countdown, I am going to keep this. I'm just going to probably keep it up here, and it's just going to be small, and it's going to have this date up here at the top. So it won't say like days to the end of the semester. It'll just have the countdown right here. It'll still look like this, only it'll be a lot smaller, and I'll have that up there. So it's a quick and easy fix for me. So it's not that big of a deal. So I'll start adding this, and it'll be just Zoom days before the end of school. Okay. Hey, Alexis, can you put your birthday in the chat, please? Thank you. Oh, no worries. It's fine. So click on F6. For this activity, it's going to be a little bit of an exploration. So if you click on Docs Transformations, you're going to type in your name, or it's going to have you guys log in. It should already have your name already, already there. And then you guys are going to hit on Go. It's going to lock you. It should lock you. I know. Can you guys click on all of them? Can you guys click on all the slides? I haven't seen anyone like log in. Yes? That is weird.
It let me.
Yeah. Why is it doing that? Did it get connect you guys? No. And it's not showing me that you guys are even there.
It's not showing F6 for me.
Okay. How about this? Click on that link. Ah, my link is wrong. So this link is wrong. So let me edit that link. Add link. So there you go. Add. So, see, now I see you guys coming. Haha, okay, now that works. All right, so make sure that you guys are clicking on the link that I have in the chat. Or if you guys go back here, now it'll be the correct one. Yeah. So if you click on that assignment now, and if you guys can't see that, like you can't click on the agenda, go to classwork under week 7. It's the very last one, it's F6. So I see Natalie, Selena, Jade, Marifed, Lizette, Melissa, Juan. I see you guys. I'll give you guys a second for the rest of you guys to log in. I will pretty much help you guys out with the majority of these. And again, today is all about exploring. At the very first piece, it's going to be about exploring. So if you guys get it completely wrong, totally okay. By the end of it, you'll be like, oh, that's easy. I get that. Like, I get that 100%. But at the very beginning, you might get the answers wrong. 100% okay. You do not need to fix it if you guys got it wrong. Because this is, again, exploration of what do you guys think. So I see Tonio, I see Jessica now adding to it. So as you guys are clocking in or logging in, I want to talk to you guys about what's going on right here. So you do not need to do anything here. So I want you guys to draw a big X. That is the only thing you guys have to do on this first slide. So draw yourself a big X. You are not drawing anything on here other than a big X. Now, if COVID hadn't happened, in your 8th grade class, you guys should have talked about transformations. In 8th grade, you should have done it. We should have done it again in this grade. However, we didn't get a chance to do that. So, but very quick and easy. I will talk about these 3 different types of translations. However, the only one we're going to focus on is going to be on the regular translations. So out of the transformations, there are 3 different types of rigid motions, or 3 types of transformations that we're going to be dealing with, or we would have in 8th grade and 9th grade. But you guys will deal with it again, most likely in your 3rd grade, in your 3rd year. So your junior year, you guys should deal with these junior year. But very easy concept. So I'm going to use my phone to kind of give you guys an idea of what each one of these means. So we're going to be focusing on translations today, which means we're just moving, we're sliding this. So I can either slide left, slide right, slide up, slide down, or move left, right, up, or down. It's like, you know, dándote el bendición, you know? So translations, moving left, right, up, and down. Rotation, obviously I'm taking this phone and I'm rotating it. I can rotate it 90 degrees, 180. I can rotate it to the negative side of 270, negative side 180. So rotations, you guys got that. Reflections would just be me flipping it over. I can either flip it over, you know, by the y-axis. I can flip it over to the x-axis. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to transformations. Left, right, up, or down. That's translation. I can't talk anymore. Rotations is going like in a circle. And reflections is us just flipping it left and right, or up and down. But again, we are dealing with translations in this section, and we're not dealing with anything else. We're only dealing with translations. So if we click on slide 2, nothing will be done on slide 2. To help you guys out, some have found that if they hold a piece of paper and they trace over this red line right here, and get something like this, I can use this paper to see, oh, am I moving up or down or left or right to get to this green line or get to this purple line? All right. Do you have to use the paper? No. I never use the paper. If we were dealing with anything other than lines, I probably I would use the paper if we were using different shapes. But this is very easy for us to be able to eyeball, you know, what did I have to do to get to from this red line to the green line, from the red line to the purple line. All right. So in slide 3, we're going to go back and forth between slide 2 and 3. On slide 3, I want you guys to make predictions. All right. So what did you have to do? What do you think you had to do to the red line to get to the green line? What do you think you have to do to the red line to get to the purple line? Okay. So let me give you some sentence frames. Let me find my sentence. So I can write, I think the red line moved blank to get to the green line. I think the red line moved blank to get to the green line. So did it have to go to the left, to the right, up, or down? Bonus points, well, not bonus points, but theoretical bonus points, if you can say by how many it had to move. Be careful. Some of you guys would say, oh, they have to move 4, and it's not true because this is a 2. So 2 spaces is 1. 2 spaces is 1. 2 spaces is 1. And then for this one, almost identical. I think the red line moved blank to get to the purple line. Excuse me. Let me see what you're saying. So did they have to move up? Did they have to move down? Did they have to go to the left? Did they have to go to the right? So I see 50-50 answers for both the green line and the purple line. Some of you guys are saying that you went up. Some of you guys are saying you went to the left. And I'm seeing the same thing here. Some of you guys are saying down. And I'm seeing some of you guys say you went to the right. I didn't see very many people put numbers. I see a couple of you guys said 2s. Okay. So one of these is the correct answer. So maybe it's going up, maybe it's going to the left, maybe it's going down, maybe it's going to the right. The next slide will let us know which ones were correct. And if you got it wrong, no big deal. You are very close. Because if we look at this graph, it does look like maybe I did go up. Maybe I did go to the left. Maybe I did go down. Maybe I did go to the right. So let's open up one more slide and see what they say. We noticed that the red line was translated up 2 units. So the idea is that we are actually always going to be moving up or moving down. All right. So again, the concept behind this, hey Sebastian, we are working on classwork all the way down week 7. It's F6. And if you could put your birthday in the chat, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. So the whole idea behind this and moving forward for the rest of this activity for today and tomorrow, think about it, is we're looking for us moving up and down. Thank you, Sebastian. All right, so we're translating up when we're translating down. So what do you think is going to happen to this equation? So y equals x. What do you think is going to happen to this equation? Make a prediction. We know that it was moving 2 because I have 2's here. So do you think I need to add a 2 to the front? Or do I have to do y equals x plus 2? What about this one? I'm assuming since we're going down, we're dealing with negatives. So would it be like y equals negative 2x? Or would it look like this? Y equals x minus 2? Or would it be y equals negative x? So a couple of different examples for the bottom one. Or different choices. All right, so make your predictions. Do you think it'll look like this? Y equals 2x? Or would it look like this? Y equals x plus 2. For the bottom one, you have 3 choices. It could be like y equals negative 2x. It could look like this, y equals x minus 2. Or maybe there isn't a 2 and it's just y equals negative x. Make your predictions. Remember, you are not writing an or, it should only have one of these. I'm the only one that should have ors or more than one thing. All right, a lot of you guys have your predictions. So I'm gonna open up the next slide. In this slide, click underneath and write your predictions in each one of these. Did you get it correct? If not, try the other one and see if that one's correct. Do you have to change this? No. All right, you do not need to change your answers. We're predicting. All right. So we're predicting. So it's totally okay for us to have the wrong answer. So try the equation that you wrote, and I'll leave it like this so that you guys can see all the different answers. But on yours, how do you, someone asked, how do you know when you guys got, if I got it correct or not? Well, I'll give you one. Y equals 2x. Notice here, this is my new line. Did this go on top of the green line? No. So it is not 2x. But if I do x plus 2, that green line is now a solid red line. If you're like, I hate that it's that color, you can kind of move around. And if you write y equals x, you should be able to now find a color that's different. Because you can't change the colors unless you find the box that has it. So like this one, oh, this is red. I think it's number 5. Y equals x is purple. 6, y equals x. Okay, so this one's black. Oh, yeah, see, perfect. So some of you guys have gotten all of them. Great, I see that. So again, if I put, oops, 2x, notice that black line? My slope changed. Remember, we should have y equals mx plus b. That number in front of our x does not move our equation or our line. All it does is make it steeper or less steep. All right, what if I add a negative in front of that? it just flips it to the other side. So that doesn't help. Why? Because we want to move it up or down. So if I add that +2, notice this black line is now on the green line. And if you guys zoomed in way too much or zoomed out, remember, hit the home button and it'll fix your screen. So we know, at least for the very first one, why do you get a blue line? Because you have it on each one of these lines has a designated color. So I have to go all the way to number 6 in order to get black. So like if I did 3, y equals -2x, that gives me blue. So if we're trying to go to the purple, y equals -2x, that's not going to work because it gives me an x. I don't want that. So what was the next one that I can try? Y equals x minus 2. And see, it did land on top of it. So your two equations should have looked like this. Y equals x minus 2 and y equals x plus 2, which makes sense, guys. Look at your y-intercepts. For the green line, or that's now black, the y-intercept was at +2. So that's what I'm going to have in the back. This was a -2. So again, I'm going to have it in the back. Why? Because my equation is y equals mx plus b. And the b is going to move your lines up and down. All right. So let's try this all over again. All right. So let's try this all over again. So let's go over to slide 6. Nothing is being done on slide 6. You do not need to do anything on slide 6. All we're doing is looking at our lines and noticing that our slope changed. Instead of it being y equals x, it is now y equals 3x. Does that change how we're going to handle things? Not at all. All right. So let's make our predictions. Any day now. Oops. You're making it so annoying, Desmos. Is anyone else's Desmos super slow? There we go. So just like before, what is going to happen here? So what happened to the red line to get to the green line? What happened to the red line to get to the purple? Use the exact same thing, sentence frames as we did before. Good morning, Jimena. We are doing the Desmos activity. So if you go to classwork and scroll all the way down week 7, it's F6. And then I'll go back later, and you can see the answers for the other ones. So here's your sentence frame. I think the red line moved blank spaces to the blank to get to the green line. Let's make it, let's try a little bit harder here. I think the red line moved blank spaces to the blank to get to the purple line. So Jimena, what we're doing is we're looking at all of these slides, all of these graphs, and we're trying to see what happened to this red line to get to the green line. What happened to the red line to get to the purple line? So we first thought, okay, we're probably moving either to the left or up for this, to move from the red to the green. And to move to the purple, we would either go down and to the right. We figured out that what we're actually doing is just moving up and down. And what we do is we look at that y-intercept to figure out what we have to do to this equation to move it up to that 4 or to move it to that -4. So we'll see that here in a second. So everyone's making their predictions. Thank you guys for starting to add those numbers. Thank you for adding those 4s. All of you guys are now understanding that, well, there's a few of you guys that are still writing to the left. Remember, especially looking here, would I have you guys, expect you guys to figure out this number right here? It's in the middle, and it's not even in the middle. Like, am I that mean of a teacher? No. So we're only dealing with moving up and down. So we're only dealing with ups and downs. All right. So let's switch over to 8. This makes you guys realize, yes, you are moving up 4 units to get to the green line, and you're moving or translating down 4 units to get to the purple line. What do you think your equation is going to look like? So I am just going to write mx plus b. And you guys are going to tell me, what should your equation look like? Remember, your new equation is 3x. So 3x should be somewhere. So remember, you're dealing with 3x. And you moved 4 units. Remember what happened last time? What did we have to do? And then I'm opening up the next one so that you guys can try those out. Remember, you still need to have y equals 3x. But what do you have to do in order to move it up and move it down? Or does it turn into a 7x? Let's try that. 7x, because 3 plus 4 is 7. No, that doesn't change anything. It just made it steeper. So we don't want that. So 3x, what am I doing to 3x? So again, you could make your predictions here first and then try it in the other one. And Jimena, basically this sentence frame is the same one that you would use on slide 3 as well. So slide 3, you would write this as well. So we're just kind of repeating ourselves over and over again. We'll do this one more time, I think. So I see a lot of you guys getting this. I see some of you guys are close when you guys are checking this slide out. So what is wrong? Some of you guys are like, this is too easy. So remember, think of your y-intercept. So y equals 3x up, mx plus b. We know this part, y equals mx, y equals 3x. What is r plus b? How can we figure that out? It's right here. Oops. It's where it hits the y-axis. So check out those y-axis. Awesome job, Emily. I see that. Natalie, good job. Marifed, I see some of your colors are changing, guys. Love what I'm seeing. So what did I have to do? This is a positive 4. It's on the positive side of my y-axis, so I should probably put plus 4. Notice how that green line now disappears. It goes onto that red line. Actually, let me change that color. Again, the only way that you guys can change colors is by finding whichever slide is a different color. Do you have to? No, I'm just trying to help you out. I don't want green. Let's make it even more purple. So what did I have to do to get to this purple one? I see a -4 as my y-intercept. So then I know that this should be -4. So what equation should you guys have had? Y equals 3x plus 4 and y equals 3x minus 4. That is the answer there. All right, so far, how do we feel? Thumbs up if we feel good about this. Clap if you are completely lost. Any other emoji if you're kind of in the middle. Okay. So I see some of you guys are in the middle. Some of you guys are lost. Not very many feel confident in this. And that's okay, guys. Honestly, when it comes to this, the only thing you guys need to be able to do is look at this right here and be able to tell me this went down 4. This went up 4. That's it. Like you should be able to look at this equation and be able to look at this graph and be able to say, oh, that's the blue one. Oh, that's the purple one. All right. So let's try this, one more time. So this will be our last time doing it. So maybe it'll click now. Here's my equation. Don't pay attention. Don't read the top because I changed it from a fraction and I forgot to change it like there. So the answer, the real equation is y equals 5x. And then we moved it 2 different ways. Be careful because the numbers are not the same this time. So are we doing anything on 10? No, but we're gonna make our predictions on 11. So let me know, thumbs up if we feel good. Can you let me know if, sorry, my keyboard keeps messing up. Can you tell me if the red line went up 6? Can you guys see that? And that it went down. Can you guys see that? Do you guys understand that piece? Give me a thumbs up if you understand that piece. Clap if you don't. Any other emoji that you're still a little confused. Okay. So look here. From 0, I need to get, oops. From 0, I need to get to 6. Because this point right here is being moved all the way up here. I needed to move up 6 units. So that's the reason why it's going to look like this. Y equals 5x plus 6. Okay. And actually, let me go back. And for the sake of some of the people that were in the front, let me do it here. Because numbers are smaller. So I'm on slide 5 if you guys want to follow along. So from 0, I need to move up to this green line. How many did I go up? 1, 2. And if you guys want, you guys can change. You can move these around so that you don't see those extra spots. So if you guys just look at mine, you'll be able to see that it doesn't have those extra spaces. So from this red line, I moved up 1, 2. So for this equation, it'll be y equals x. That doesn't change. All I'm doing is I'm adding how many spaces we had to move. Same thing for the bottom one. I'm going from the 0 to the -2. Well, I'm going down to, so y equals x minus 2. Does that make a little bit more sense? Okay. So again, all you're doing, whatever equation they give you up here on the top, that does not change. All you're doing is you're adding that part in the back to tell us what the y-intercept is. So we're going from 0. What's our y-intercept now? That's 2. So it's plus 2. From 0, we're going down to this blue one. What's the y-intercept now? -2. If we move on to this one, again, we have 0. And let me get rid of all of these so you guys see it perfect. Again, nothing changes with y equals 3x. That stays the same, no big deal. However, I want to move this 0 to this 4. So this is a positive 4, so I'm going to put plus 4. Again, I want to move this 0 to the -4. So y equals 3x that doesn't change, but I'm just gonna add that -4. Do we feel better now? Thumbs up if we feel better. Clap if nope, that didn't help at all. Thumbs, anything else for like you're still kind of in between. Okay. All right, so we feel better. All right, awesome. So I kind of gave it away a little bit for this one. Go to 11 and let me know. What did we do? Hi, cat. My cat wants to say hi. So I moved the red line, blank spaces to the blank to get the green line. And then I moved the red line, blank spaces to the blank to get the purple line. So look at the 0, look at the 6. Which direction did I have to go and how many spaces? I already said it. And I'm seeing a lot of you guys now starting to catch on. So a lot of you guys are telling me that this should be 6 spaces. Actually, it should be just 6 spaces up. And this should be 4 spaces down. All right. Let's go on to 12. Make your predictions at this point. Again, we should have y equals 5x, but we should be adding something to this. Unfortunately, I can't put the underscore because then it thinks that I'm doing something else. So I'm just gonna put in a bunch of little lines. And then try that here. So make your predictions. Ooh, Marifed, you're too good, man. Too fast. And then try it out in your predictions. Try it out here. So make your predictions here. Your predictions should have already been, figured out here. But how does your equation now look? And then I'm gonna open up slide 14. And then give me a prediction. How does a vertical shift, a translation up or down, affect the equation of your line? So how does it affect your line? So something like this. To move the graph up or down, I needed to add what to your equations? What did you have to add? So again, what did you guys have to add? Ooh, yeah, perfect. I love how very nice and easy you guys, some of you guys were like just being blunt, like, okay, this is the only thing I needed to add. So again, what are you adding? This extra piece. So what did I have to add here? Y equals 5x. Well, we said that we need to get to the 6, right? This is a positive 6. So at the end, I'm just going to put plus 6. And see, now that green line turned into a solid red line. But what about for the bottom one? Y equals 5x. That does not change, but I want to move it down to this -4. So I'm going to add that -4 to the bottom. All right, I'm going to stop the pacing. So that you guys, I want you guys to go all the way to the last slide. So all the way to the last slide. And I want you to write down skip. You do not need to do this one. That's the only one that you are going to skip. So just write the word skip. Now, for the rest of the period, you're going to go through these. And all you have to do is write the equation that would end up matching this line. Nothing else. You don't have to make any predictions or anything like that. You're just matching the line. So for instance, I know this one, again, y equals 2x does not change. All I want to know is where is this y-intercept? Again, we still need to skip 2. So this was 4, skip 2, and this would be a -5. So I would put -5. If you forgot and accidentally put -7, see, that wouldn't work. So you know that it wouldn't be 6. So move 5. 4 would be there. So make sure that if you guys can't figure out what this number is, try going up 1 until you get to it. So I gave you the first one for 15. It's y equals 2x minus 5. The next one is a little bit trickier because we do have a fraction. In order to write fractions, I have to do it on here. You would use this guy. You would use that symbol right there. And you would do 1 divided by 2. Or if you click on this symbol, or like the keyboard, you can click on this right here, and it allows you to create a fraction. If that is just way too much work, then I want you guys to do this. Where does this need to cross? It needs to cross at 4. So if you can put in the 2 divided by 3 and then put your x. If you can do that, then just add +4. If you can't, then just write y equals 4. And that lets me know that you know it's supposed to go there. Only do that for fractions. Some of you guys, depending on the device you're using, fractions might be more difficult. So I'll accept either one of these 2 answers. Just for the fraction ones. The other one should be perfectly like this. And then you do have a homework assignment. If you click on homework 18, it's another Google form. So I'm going to type in my name. And then write the equation of the linear function from the table. So this is kind of an example of last week. Find your pattern. If it's exponential, it'll be either B or D. If it's linear, it would be A or C. And you only have 2 questions, and that's it. Actually, so, yeah. Actually, if you also look, it does say linear functions. So we know it's not exponential, so it has to be either A or C. And this one has to be either A or C. So that is your homework. So what are you doing for the rest of the period? You don't have to stay in class. How do you make the fraction? So again, I can only show you if I'm doing it from here. So on your, if you're doing it on a laptop or anything like that, if you put in that dash or that slant, whatever, it'll make it. So it'll do like 2-3, write it like that, and it'll make a fraction. Another way is to click on the keyboard, and then you can make the fraction like that. But your exit ticket is up. Yes, you still need to finish the rest of these slides. And then once you are done, turn it in. Just mark it as done in Google Classroom. You do not need to add any pictures or anything like that. I can see who has done their work and who has not. But other than that, guys, that's it for me. If you guys have a question on a certain slide, please let me know and I will go back to that slide. But that's it for class. Just don't forget to do your exit ticket. Bye, guys. And if you want help with one of the slides, put that in chat and I can help you guys out with that slide.
Bye.
Bye. Slide 16, yes. So, bye. So for slide 16, again, we're gonna do y equals, and I'm gonna put 2 and then that slash, and then 3, and then I'm gonna turn to the side to add my x. Because if you don't, it messes it up, I think. Oh yeah, it won't even, yeah, see, it adds that, and we don't do those. So we have to click like to the side to add the x. And then we realize I need to go up 4. So because I need to go up 4, I'm gonna put a +4. Now, if you can't do the fraction, again, you can write y equals, and then just write the 4. If it was a -4, then you do have to add that negative. But you don't have to add the plus sign to do a +4. So I'll accept either one of these 2 answers. Does that make sense? Awesome. Let me know if there's any other ones that you guys need help with. Sonia, do you need any help with anything? All right, then I'm going to. Oh my God, where's my?